guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I know it has been a long while since I posted a video, but I wanted to get active again and really work on building up my YouTube channel. So I did a makeup tutorial for you guys on my everyday makeup look. So if you guys want to see how I get this makeup look, then stay tuned. For skin prep, I really like to start off with skincare. So I love to go in with the Glow Recipe Dew Drops. These have been great. They're just super hydrating for my skin, and I feel like when I use this, like, I don't have to worry about my makeup flaking at all. Like, my makeup just goes on very like smooth, and my skin just gets like extra hydrated. So this has been a pretty necessary step for me. After serum, I like to go in with a primer. This one is one of my favorite ones recently, and this is by Freck Beauty. This is the Rich Bish Serum Primer. So this one is like a skincare and primer all in one. So a nice little hybrid, and I just feel like when I use this, my skin just feels so hydrated underneath my makeup, and I feel like my makeup just goes on so smooth. What's nice about this primer is it's kind of like a gripping primer as well. So not only is it a serum and is it hydrating, it's really gonna grip the makeup on so it just lasts all day. And I'm all primed and our skin is giving like a nice and natural glow. I love to go in with my favorite foundation, which right now is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. So the brand actually sent this to me, and since they've sent it and I've been using it, like, I have not been able to put it down. So I absolutely love this foundation. This one is in the color 8.75. So I just like to apply it on like a little spatula plate, just so it's a little bit easier to pick up, because I still use my good old-fashioned beauty blender. So I go ahead and just press that into the little spatula or the little plate, and I go ahead and just apply the foundation all on my skin. And as you can see, like, it just gives like such a beautiful glow. And then I feel like this color match is just everything. I've really been into cream contouring lately, so I love to use the Hourglass foundation stick. Thank you to TikTok for the tip. So I love to use this to do cream contour. Now, I was not a cream contour girly before. I just felt like it was so pointless. But since I've been doing it, like, it just gives me like the most like bronziest like definition that your girl could hope for. I've been enjoying blending out my contour with this Say foundation brush. It is just so big and thick. It just like really blends everything out like very effortlessly, which I love, because I want my makeup to look nice and diffused. I don't want there to be like any harsh lines. And I do like apply a lot of product. Like, what was that TikTok that said y'all not wearing enough makeup, that's why it's not giving like glam? Or what? I butchered that. I have no clue what it is, but basically the little TikTok where they're like, you need to put more makeup on, like, I put the makeup on, okay? And this brush, like I said, just effortlessly blends this out. And I know it might look a little bit crazy, but we are going to also be doing like underpainting. So everything is going to come together. This is like a moment where I always say you just have to trust the process, because my makeup be looking super crazy before it can like fully come together and just look flawless. Now that the cream bronzer has been applied, I love to go in and under blush with my Rare Beauty liquid blushes. So I like to mix these two together. This one is Happy and this one is Grateful, because the pink is cute. Like, don't get me wrong, but the pink is cute. But I love to kind of just warm it up with a little bit of Grateful. I love a good red blush, but I feel like these two mixed together is just like chef's kiss. So beautiful. So I love to apply with this weird Bare Minerals brush. I don't think they make it anymore, but I put some on my little palette as I showed you guys before, and I just take, don't look at how dirty the brush is, but I just kind of like mix those two together a little bit with my brush. make sure it's like evenly coated, and as you can see it is. And then I just go ahead and just apply it like so, right on top of those cheeks. And then it's gonna be a lot of blush. Like I like a lot of blush, and mind you, this is gonna be covered up with concealer, so it's going to seem like a lot, and low-key, like once I finish my makeup, it probably might still be a lot, but it'll be cute. Like, it'll definitely be cute. So the key to this is just making sure you get a decent blend. So I like to put some a little bit like under the eye, like on the cheek. After using my liquid blush, I'm going to follow it up with my two favorite concealers. I have the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Concealer here, and then of course the Hourglass. So I'm going to show you guys how we do the little under blushing technique. So this one is in, the Huda Beauty Concealer is in 6.1G, and then the Hourglass is in Beach. So I go ahead and just apply a little bit here on the sides of the nose, on the upper lip, and then this is where we're gonna see this blush kind of like get toned down. So I just take it and I just apply it like kind of in like a triangle-ish kind of shape, and I just go like directly like on top of that cream blush. And then with this Hourglass concealer, it is definitely lighter than my skin tone, but it gives me like that brightness that I'm kind of looking for on my under eye. So I'll go ahead and just fill in the gaps with this. I'll apply some here, and then I'll also apply some down the bridge of my nose. To blend everything out, I love to go in with my Real Techniques brush. This is the 405 Instapop Cheek Brush. I'm not sure if they still sell this like in stores, but if not, they definitely sell it on Amazon. But I love this brush so much because it literally like just blends everything together, and I'm just using like pressing motions, just kind of like stamping it and just marrying the concealer and the blush together. And as you can see, it kind of creates like a more like seamless look between the two. It doesn't look nearly as crazy as it did. And then again, just kind of using stamping motions and just pressing that product in, and kind of also going like on a slant upward or diagonally to just kind of give like a little snatched moment. To kind of finish up the blend, I will go back in with my Beauty Blender sponge, and then this is where I'll go ahead and blend in the concealer that is left on the inner corner of my eye. And this kind of just helps keep everything like bright, because I'm just like applying it in like a concentrated area. I just apply it right there, and that just keeps that highlight exactly where I want it. To set everything, I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and this is in the shade Banana Bread. This setting powder right here is amazing. It is so finely milled, and it just really makes the under eye and the face low-key all together like super flawless. So I just go ahead and apply that, and I do apply a lot of powder, so please do not come for me. My skin is oily, and this like definitely helps me like keep my oils at bay. I apply a lot of powder, so I just go in and apply that under the eye first. That's where I kind of go ahead and start applying the powder, and as you can see, it just kind of like starts to melt into the skin, which is so nice. And then I take some more powder, and I'm not tapping off my sponge at all. And you want to make sure your sponge isn't too wet, because this can really mess up your makeup. But I go ahead and go on top of like that cream contour and that liquid blush. That's to set everything there as well. And it just really makes everything just look so smooth. For those areas that I didn't set, like mainly like the lower jawline area, I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder, and this is in NC45, and I'm just taking this big Makeup Forever brush, and I'm just going right on top just to kind of set those areas. What I love about this powder is it also gives like a little coverage, which, you know, it can never hurt having a little bit more coverage because the foundation is like medium buildable. And I just, you know, like a little coverage. And then I also like to hit kind of the sides of my nose and then a little bit on the perimeter, or I guess in between where I put that powder and where the cream contour is. Now that most of my face has been set, I'm gonna go back in with the Huda Beauty Easy Pick, but this time I'm going in with the shade Kanafa, and this one is more of a yellow color. And what I like to do with this one is kind of just clean up like a little bit underneath like my contour. And this is also going to help for when I go in with my powder bronzer. So I just like to apply it like right underneath like that, and then I'll just blend it down a little bit there as well. And then I'll just make sure to kind of do that on both sides. Now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite bronzers, and this is the Gucci bronzer in shade number 4. And believe it or not, I've had this bronzer for a year and I have not made the biggest dent in it. Like, yeah, there's a little dent, but there's a lot of product in this bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead and do is use the bronzer, and I'm going to set everywhere that I put that cream contour. So I'm actually going to start like kind of just around the hairlines. And I know people say you should press it. That's great for them. For me, I just kind of like to sweep over the area and not do too much. But this is just kind of like reinforcing that cream contour that we already put, or cream bronzer that we already put down. Then I like to go ahead and take some more on my brush. I'm not tapping anything on because we are applying that product. And then I'll just go right on top of this little line here, so kind of right above it. And then I'm just applying my bronzer right on top of there. For blush, I'm gonna go in with my favorite 2 blushes at the moment. So favorite powder blushes, I guess, because the Rare are my favorite liquid blushes. And these are the Patrick Ta Major Dimension blushes with the cream and powder. So I have the shade She's a Doll, which is a pink shade, and She's Vibrant. So it's basically kind of mimicking the shades that I applied with the Rare liquid blush. And this is what these look like here, and they are super cute. So I like to go in with this brush here, and this is the Morphe Aerial collection in A58. And I just like to tap that, and I will dab off some of this product. So I like to do a little tap, and then I'll just go like sweep right on top of the cheeks. Now, for the pink shade, She's a Doll, I really kind of like to go in ham with her. So I press in, get some of that product, and then sweep as well, kind of right on top of that She's Vibrant shade. And these two together just are so beautiful. Like, I just love them together. The complexion is almost done, but obviously we still have to wipe off the bake. So I'm taking this double-ended brush here by Patrick Ta, and this is the 4 Contour 2 brush, and I really love this like fluffy side. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm just going to wipe off all of that bake and just get all of that off. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder again, but this one is in shade NC45, and I'm using another Morphe x Ariel brush. This is the A3.2 brush, and what I love to do is just take the brush, tap it in that powder, and then set like the under eye area and kind of go like on top of where that blush is in like a triangle shape under the eye. And this just kind of makes sure The under eye area is bright. This also helps with like flashback because I do use a lot of powder, and just using a foundation powder on top like really helps eliminate flashback and flash photography. Then I'll take some and go down the bridge of the nose, because remember, we want the nose to be snatched. And then of course I'll apply some on the center of the forehead area where we kind of like want it to be a little bit lighter as well. And then lastly, we'll finish up on the chin area. To fully set the complexion, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So this setting spray is amazing. It does make your makeup last all day. But I really love the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. If I was like going out after this, I would definitely use this. But since I'm like inside my apartment, I'm not gonna use this, and there's like barely any left. But what I love about this setting spray is it just really gets rid of any like powderiness, and like it just makes your makeup look so skin-like. And as you guys can see, I use a lot of powder. This one is good as well, but I just love the Urban Decay one a little bit better, and I've been using it probably like 10 years at this point. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury spray. And as you can see, I like to use a lot of setting spray. Like I'm literally drenching my face in the setting spray. But I'm going to go ahead and use this little portable fan that I got from Amazon and use that to just dry the setting spray. And if you do not have a portable fan, this is a game changer. I got this I think for like $10 off of Amazon, and I love it when I'm doing my makeup. But I also bought it mainly because when I go out and I'm like sweaty, like I'm not trying to sweat my makeup off, so I will literally put this portable fan in my purse and I will be at the club with the fan. So here's my finished makeup look, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I have been in love with my makeup routine recently, and I hope you guys loved it just as much as me. If you guys like this video, please be sure to of course subscribe first, give this video a thumbs up, and leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching.